The Very Serious Crafts podcast is on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/seriouscrafts to support our podcast, find out about our Patreon half-stitched episodes, and more.
Hello, and welcome to Season 5, Episode 4 of the Very Serious Crafts podcast. I'm Molly from Wild Olive.
And I'm Haley from Red Handled Scissors and the Bones and Bobbins podcast. Today, we'll be talking about things we've tried but just didn't like.
Yes, not everything clicks exactly.
No.
Despite our best efforts.
So, if you've been listening for a while, you may remember my dearly beloved but now departed cat, Simon. And Simon, every time he encountered something he just wasn't that into, he would lift up a paw and just shake it at me. And that is what I want to do to these things.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I can't say that I have a long list of things where I am unlikely to ever return to them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things where if I'm unlikely to return to them, it's because time just is the factor and other things take precedence. But sometimes you have things where it's just, nope, not interested. So that's more where this falls.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw your second one on the list and I concur. Yeah, I've tried to like some of these things.
Yes.
I've tried. And it isn't that I have seen them and then been snobby about it.
No.
Well, one of them might be.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
So, but
go ahead.
Before we actually jump into discussing the things that make us shake our paws, we want to give a shout out to our many serious friends of the Very Serious Crafts podcast who are supporting us at patreon.com/seriouscrafts. Many thanks to all of you.
Thank you.
You are the best.
Yes.
And we love you.
Yes. We love
right.
We love hearing from those folks too. So
it's true. All right. So hit me with your first thing.
Well, this is the thing that is my favorite part about what we're going to talk about is that we independently both had this same thought.
Yes.
And I'm both surprised and not surprised. Also, I'm just going to say my mother was surprised when I told her that this was the top of my list for things that I've tried but wouldn't really want to do again. And that is needle felting.
Yeah.
I've tried it. In fact, I've even tried it more than once. I've tried different kinds of tools. Yep. I took a class. Mm-hmm. I've purchased the things.
Oh, I have the things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's a collection of the things.
Yeah. And it's a nope for me.
Oh, so many people make such amazing objects. Like mind-blowingly detailed, like photorealistic things.
Yeah. And
like, what?
And also on the flip side, there are some people that do really cool kawaii things, and one of the first people that came to my mind is her real name is Brandy, but she goes by Kukubi, and she has made needle felted sculptures of cartoon characters, like from the show Gravity Falls and other things, like really cute things, because you're creating them three-dimensionally, and I love them. I'm just really not interested in making them.
No, my friend Moxie wrote a book on needle felting probably a decade ago and sent it to me along with supplies, and she makes amazing art installations
Yeah.
that, like, I love to look at them. And, like, she also makes little monsters,
Oh,
and
cute.
I am utterly and completely charmed. But that needle is barbed,
Yes, it is.
and that hurts when
Uh-huh.
you stick yourself with it, and you will.
But here's then the interesting thing. The first time that I tried needle felting, Clover released some needle felting products. They had a little base that looks like a brush that you can set
Oh,
things
I've
on,
got one.
right? Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So they had that. And then they had a little spring needle tool
Yep.
where it has like a little covering so you're less likely to stab yourself with it.
I can assure you that that does not prevent it, because
I'm
those are
sure.
the tools I started with.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing is that if you're holding a thing and stabbing it repeatedly with a needle, it's, you're still, even if the guide keeps you from poking yourself with it not in use, you could still do that. But
Yeah, and you do have to poke it vigorously
yes.
enough to cause those fibers to interlock,
Yes.
because, like, you can tamely poke at the thing, but it's not gonna do what you want it to do ultimately.
Right. And you will spend far longer doing it if you are being extra careful. But then at the same time that they released those tools, they also released their own line of roving to do the needle felting with.
Oh yeah.
But and so I made with I think I bought all of the tools for it at a a local quilt show, and there were vendors there. And so I had all the little things, and I bought like 2 packages of the roving in like varying shades, and I made a little tiny Easter bunny with some Easter eggs, and I still have them. I will try
That's
and
adorable.
I'll try and get a photo for the show notes because, they still exist. But it was really hard to work with, and the fiber itself was it was smoother than a lot of roving is, making it took longer to felt as a
Yeah.
result of that. So then when I found out that that was part of the problem, I thought, that's maybe why I didn't enjoy this. So I signed up and I took a needle felting class at a local like farm and shop that does
Yeah.
these kinds of classes, and they present classes at, libraries and different things around the area. Really charming. I had a very nice time at this class where we made little felted fairy dolls. And my friend that I went with, I think she and her husband had taken a class to make a little nativity set, a felted
Aw.
nativity set.
Now
Really
that's
cute.
cute.
Yeah. I think that's really why my mom was the most disappointed that I was saying that I didn't really have any intention of needle felting, is because she's been holding out hope that I would make her one of those nativity sets at some point. But
Well, she sure does have a collection.
she does.
You're almost
I
obligated.
know. But so when I went there, then we were using just like the single barbed needle, and I bought a set of those, and it's a little bit nicer. I also have rolls of felted like pieces that you would use to like cut out and felt onto things, like,
Yeah, like as a background.
right. I just don't love this process, and so I don't think I've used those nicer needles since I bought them. But I have all the stuff.
Yeah, well, and I have I have all of the stuff as well. And Moxie also sent me some, like, a really nice assortment of roving, and I keep thinking I'm going to go back to it because I like how it looks. I find it to be very satisfying to hold.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Oh, I should also say, because I think that I am legally obligated to disclose this, all of the felting products that I got that were clover, I got from clover
Oh, yeah. Okay.
in exchange for frying them and talking about them. This was like a decade ago, but
Yeah.
just saying, I did not pay for those.
Yeah.
So, and I also did not pay for Moxie's book, but it was a personal gift,
that's
not
obvious, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, so I really, like, I am so impressed by the things that people can make and the shapes that things can hold.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate it. I hate doing it.
Yeah. I also don't think three-dimensionally as much, so that might come into play, but I don't know. I like
I
stabbing
do think
fabric for stitching,
three-dimensionally.
but I just don't like stabbing needle felting.
Yeah. I think it's not organized.
Yeah. It's very
like, I don't like seed stitch.
Okay.
That's just the
where it's like
scattered
scattered,
stitches?
yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Ever.
And it's also very much one of those things that you have to like watch it come together and do a little bit of this over here and then add a little of that over there, and yeah, you have to play with it as it goes, which could be really fun to some people. I don't know, it is not my jam.
I mean, some people super like it.
Yeah.
And I'm impressed with their work. Yeah, this is one of those funny things where it is absolutely not a judgment on the craft itself.
Yeah, no.
Like, we both really like the results. It's just the process. And usually it's kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
If I'm not going to like something, the process is usually fine. I just don't like how it looks.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I also, you do, at the end, you end up with a felt object that sits out and it collects dust, or in the case of that fairy that I made, it collected carpet beetles and I had to throw it away.
I needle felted a tiny version of Simon the Cat out of Simon's hair.
Yeah.
Because I am that kind of weird. And it was lost in the mothing.
Yeah.
So these things, they happen.
They do.
They make good tree ornaments.
Yeah.
If you're going to pack them away.
Yeah, there you go. But for having
I think
out
they're a thing
in the
that
open,
wants packing away, not a thing that wants to be, or they want to be enclosed in a display case.
There you go. I would think if you're making like a sculpture out of needle felting that you've put a lot of time and effort into, and at the very least, to avoid dust, that's a good idea. So yeah. All right.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What else have you tried and you just don't like?
Along a similar line, I really, really don't like to make amigurumi objects. I do not like the small scale knitting or crochet.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly capable of doing it. I have done it, and I have made cute things.
Yes.
But I don't love it.
Yeah.
It's fiddly, and I don't get as much satisfaction out of it, out of the finished object, as I would require to do something that fiddly.
Yeah. I've probably only done a handful of pieces. A handful. They're small. They fit in your hand. But the pieces that I've wanted to make, the first thing that came to mind is a little panda bear that I know that my sister would love. But the problem that my biggest issue with amigurumi, which I would I'll still end up making some of these pieces at some point, I'm sure. I haven't given these up, but a lot of them, you make a lot of little pieces and then you put it all together. And it's the putting it all together that, first of all,
I'm not into it.
The tiny pieces as it is, it doesn't take very long to make the arms and legs of this panda bear, I'm sure. But then after you've done that, then you have to like put it all together, and you've got all the ends, and it is an ordeal. It is an ordeal.
And I mean, it can totally be worth it. I mean, I think most of us have seen the stop motion animation that Mochi Mochi Land makes.
My goodness, yes.
And I have, she gave me one of her kits at, what was it, Vogue Knitting Live.
Okay.
Many years ago, and it was the first thing. It was a cat, and it's the first thing I ever made. Yeah. That was in that style, and it was delightful. And the things that she makes are wonderful. They're enchanting. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna make them. I mean, and yeah, I feel like this is another one of those things where I'm super impressed by the talent of people who do or who make them well and design them well. Yeah. Like Allison from Crafty is Cool. Yeah. She makes like if you don't know, I just go Google. Google it right now. Yeah. Because I'm going to need you to see, well, specifically her most recent one, which is Snoop Dogg, because I can't stop laughing. But like she just makes spectacular things. Yeah. At the same time, when I wrote my Cross Stitch the Golden Girls book, she did a crochet the Golden Girls. Yeah. Also. Yeah. And they came out at the same time.
And it's actually her pattern that is now a pattern for making, I think you can make a bear cub or an elephant or an alien that might look very familiar to Star Wars fans. And, yes. And I have made that pattern.
Which is very cute.
It is. And it's a much larger scale. So that helps. There's still a lot of pieces to it, but you're working with bulky yarn, and so it's,
they're not teeny. Well,
most of hers
not
are
all of
right.
Her stuff,
right? Most of her dolls are smaller, much smaller, but this one is a little bit larger. And I also okay, I want to make sure that I get the designer's name correct, but Amy, who is Curious Papaya, she does a lot of really cool amigurumi that is large scale, like jumbo boba tea or a giant sushi roll. And
is it still amigurumi if it's gigantic? I don't think I know what that word means, actually. Okay, the translation. I know what it looks like, but I don't know what it means.
Yeah. It does. It is often used to mean small, except that its literal translation is like crocheted or knitted stuffed doll. Oh. Or wrapping is the word that is used to represent knitted or crocheted, but it can be larger. So yeah.
All right, cool.
But if you make it,
makes sense.
If you make it bigger, even if it's intended to be made small,
it's the tiny things that I find to be fiddly.
Yeah, and if you were to just size your yarn and your hookup, you could probably make the same thing to just in a slightly more pleasant size to work in.
Yeah, and I mean that goes back to things we've talked about a whole lot, like just how customizable and versatile. Yeah. Knitting and crochet, like yarn crafts specifically, are. Once you have the skills, then you, generally speaking, can change the rules to fit what you want to make. Yeah. And substitute things in and things like that.
Yeah. So changing gears from things that we really like the outcome
Yeah.
but not the process.
Mm-hmm.
The flip side of that is, for me, diamond dots. And my small caveat here is that I haven't truly tried diamond dots. I have a large kit because I thought I needed it for like a writing assignment, and that ended up getting canceled. So I have this now, this enormous kit that I've, of course, opened all the things. It cannot be returned. I also bought some of the little jars of the individual colors, thinking that I would be able to do the thing. And the components were a little bit confusing. And
mosaics for doll houses.
Yeah, that would work for that.
Flooring for doll houses.
That would be really cool.
Tile work.
But
I guess I need to make a doll house now.
Perfect. So I haven't truly tried this project. I might actually hate the process as well, but I just don't love the look of a finished diamond dots. However, I think that the process of putting the pieces in is quite appealing to me.
Like, I know that I like. Like
because
the colors. I like the.
And it's got like a little tool, and it's got like wax to do the thing, and then you touched in the
Like, yeah, the process is wonderful. I
don't know what to do with the thing at the end. I don't want a sparkly Starry Night hanging on my wall at the end. Even though I like Starry Night as a painting, and I'm sure that if I ever find it in my schedule to start working on this giant kit that I have, then I'm sure that I'm going to enjoy working on it. But
I mean, I have been gifted a finished product.
Yeah.
From a family member, and it's really cool.
They are really cool.
And in the right setting, it would and will look very neat. It's just that I think it walks. This might be like an I was born in the 80s thing. It walks a little bit too close to that bedazzled line.
Yes. Then, like, bringing in some of the unusual, like, velvet paintings that you would see. A lot of the styles of the diamond dot kits feel like that. But
mushrooms
even if you
under black lights.
Yeah. Exactly that.
I hated those.
Even if you've
really messed with my texture issues, like my autism was like, excuse me, absolutely not.
Yeah. So even if there's ones that you like there's a point where if you really enjoy the process of them, how many of the finished product do you need? And that's true with a lot of crafts. I'm not going to say that this is limited to diamond dots, but there is a point of, especially the large ones, if you like working on them, and I would be happy to hear from listeners, if you enjoy doing diamond dot paintings, do you have a thing that you do with the finished project other than just filling your home with them?
It would be interesting if they did like a cross stitch style version, like with little
like X
tiles.
Ooh.
I wonder if that would.
Interesting.
I may have just made them $1 million.
It's possible.
Maybe. But I think that might look interesting, but without like the shiny texture. I think that might be it. I think it's the shiny texture, and like if there were more than just like canvas background, if you could do it on different things, or like, make mugs, or
there are some where they're making they're like kid-size kits, so they're smaller and they're designed to be like stickers, or I'm trying to think what else or like patches or things like that.
Interesting.
I don't know how well they would hold up though with like wear. So I don't know. Probably not well. They're not really designed for that. But ultimately, is this designed to be a process craft more than a product craft? Not really, but kind of. I don't know.
I think that it just depends very much on your personal decor taste.
Yeah.
And mine aren't, like, I don't, generally speaking, like shiny things that aren't rocks.
Yeah.
Or, iridescent beetles. So I'm just not the target audience.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not the target audience for similar things in like jewelry making.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to like wire work.
Okay.
I really want to like it because I have 1,037 semi-precious gems.
Uh-huh.
And I know that I could make some really intricate, like, lace-inspired wire work jewelry with them, and
Yeah.
I hate it. And, like, there are some things that I could see doing, like, say, decorative filigree around hair work.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Because,
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But I just, like, people do such cool things, and I just can't wear it.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. And I can appreciate how cool
Right.
the things that people make are, and, like, things that look like, I especially like Lord of the Rings inspired, like,
yeah.
brooches and buttons and, like,
Mm-hmm.
sweater clasps and
Oh,
things
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Like, and, even, like, headpieces. I actively like them.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I think that I would enjoy making them. And I really appreciate people who are very skilled at it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it might just be that I have a very specific idea about what rings should be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what they should consist of. And the band needs to not be flexible for me. And so even if you, like, hammer harden the wire work, which I'm also not entirely sure I understand how that works.
Okay.
I have the equipment. I've got all of the equipment. Yeah, but I think that I could enjoy doing it, and I think that I could wear it in, like, a cosplay or Dungeons and Dragons scenario.
Okay.
I can't make it work with my look.
That absolutely makes sense. I hadn't really thought about this particular craft before or technique before you brought it up, but I will say that anytime that I have needed to do some kind of wire element to whether it's, some other jewelry related thing or something that needed some wire stuff, I find that I am not particularly good at managing that. I always end up bending things in ways that I don't want them bent. And once you've done that, it's never quite the same. Like getting it, like reshaping it, or like at least getting it to a point where I feel like, oh, that actually looks like it was made by someone who knows what they're doing. I have never achieved that. So
Yeah, you need an actual, like, bench with a vise so you can pull it around
yeah,
curves and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you definitely need to know
Like, it's
what
a
you're
skill.
doing. And I definitely, I can say spending the time to try to master that skill, not appealing to me.
Oh, I think I would love to spend that time. I just don't. It just would not yield.
Yeah.
It's similar with the diamond dots.
Yeah.
I think I would deeply enjoy, like, my brain would light up with delight at putting little tiny squares where the little tiny squares go. Like,
right.
I know that I would like that. It would be like little hits of dopamine every time. But nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I did actually, before we talked, I looked through some of my cupboards thinking, I'm sure that I have more supplies in here for things that I have not done a lot of. It's been ages since I've done a lot of things. I wouldn't mind going back to them. Things like stamp carving, or
Oh, I like stamp
I do like
carving
stamp carving.
because I like to do block prints on
Hmm.
fabric.
Yeah, but it's been a long time. For the most part, though, I would say I enjoy I enjoy most of the things that I have tried, and then every once in a while there's just one of those ones that I just go, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to work for me. It's always the saddest after you've purchased a large quantity of materials thinking you're going to love it.
You're talking to someone with both autism and ADHD.
Yeah. Yeah.
The collections of things that, like, I have absolutely handed people entire complete kits of a hobby.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
here, have an entire hobby. Um, so yeah, you know what I want to like, but I just don't. Bookbinding.
Oh,
I want to love the binding stitches. I think they're beautiful,
they are.
and I just nah. And I like I really appreciate the skill. I love looking at old hand-bound books.
Yeah.
Like they are works of art. And like one of my favorite humans, my former German professor and now just friend that is family.
Yeah.
Janet makes beautiful, beautiful, well, I mean, notebooks, just any number of things. She once hand bound a bunch of photos from a German theater production
Cool.
that I was in, which was really cool. It was one of them was blacklight theater, so
Oh, wow.
everything glowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very fun. If you are in the German theater scene, it was Nacht mit Gästen. But
If you're in into the German theater scene and you know what Haley's talking about, you have to identify yourself, please. Okay?
yeah.
Please do.
The other half was Die Schwarze Spinne, if you also want.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Would you like to know what both of those mean? Or shall we just
No,
let it
it's
ride?
way better not knowing. It's way better
All right,
not
sweet.
knowing. I did once, one of my favorite projects that I've ever been commissioned to do. I was actually asked to do a bookbinding tutorial, but where I made an entirely hand embroidered fabric book cover, and it was for Mollie Makes. And so I designed
That's cool.
it. Was very cool. So I designed it so that it looked like it was inspired by fairy tales. So it had like a Snow White like silhouette on the cover, and did some embroidery that went on the spine as well. And so then made all of the signatures for inside, and then used a bookbinding stitch to go through the fabric cover, so it became like a little blank book. It was a really cool kind of a project to do.
I like that in fabric. Like I
Yeah.
would totally make needle books like that.
Yeah.
I think it's just
Doing
it might be a texture thing with the paper.
Yeah, working with the paper, you feel it in your hands. It is a weird kind of a thing that I don't think I can understand you not liking it. And then the component of making covers that are like bookboard wrapped in fabric or other papers and things, that part is less appealing to me. But the stitching itself, I do enjoy. But yeah, there's a texture thing there.
Yeah, weirdly, that part is more appealing to me, the bookboard stuff.
Yeah.
But that's because my first career was in book publishing.
Yeah.
And when somebody got a hardcover embossed fabric book cover under their dust jacket,
Yeah.
Like,
that's pretty fancy. Yeah. That's a
like,
special book.
somebody was expecting to make some money. I mean, my first book is a book board covered in like paper.
Yeah.
It's not fabric, and I thought that I was amazing.
Yeah. It's pretty special.
Cross stitch available wherever books are sold. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, ooh, that cat is touching my butt.
I think whatever cat it is, they're saying, okay, you can be done with this episode now.
Okay, fine.
But no, I mean, I will continue to try new crafts and see if I like them. And hopefully I won't drop a fortune on the ones that I don't like. But,
Oh, we will.
it'll happen again. I know.
Or we'll get hired to make something. That's the ideal scenario.
Yeah.
We get hired to make a thing that allows us to try a thing.
Yeah.
And then if we don't like it, then
fine.
I mean, whatever, we've still done the work.
Yeah. Now that I think about
that's fine.
There's probably a few projects out there that would have fallen into this category from that exact situation. But
yeah,
apparently I put them out of my mind.
Several too, but
we're not going to talk about them now.
We'll let it ride. No. And on that note, thanks for listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Serious Crafts and on Facebook at Very Serious Crafts. You can also find show notes and all things Very Serious Crafts at veryseriouscraft.com. And finally, if you're a fan of the Very Serious Crafts podcast, please leave us a 5-star review on whichever platform you use to listen to podcasts, because good ratings help us show up in recommendations, which helps more people who love crafting find us.
Friends, thank you for listening to this, and you missed Haley's face as she held it together during that entire thing, even after I made some goofy sound. But she's a professional, so she's a very serious crafting podcaster, and that worked out really well.
It's been a while since we've made one of those jokes.
Yeah, it's true.
Very serious.
Yeah. Okay.
No. All right.
Bye.
Bye.